Hi everyone. Welcome to Coding Ninja's Career Camp webinar. The agenda of the webinar is very simple. We want to answer everything that you want to know about Career Camp, everything that you have doubts around, like why you should do it, why you should not do it. We would love to answer all of that. And I have along with me Nidhi and Dhaval. Nidhi is basically going to answer everything related to curriculum, everything related to how the process is going to run for you. Dhaval is going to answer anything related to money. So what are the different programs? Why do we have different programs? What does the deferred payment means? Like how exactly the whole thing will work? He'll answer all of that for you, right? And I'll just sit around and direct the questions to them. Perfect. So, okay. Seems like we have a lot of people already waiting for us. So yeah. So hi everyone. Deepak, good morning बोल रहा है. दीपक कैसे यार इंडिया में नहीं है इसलिए गुड मॉर्निंग है या अभी उठे हो? अच्छा ठीक है. उसके अलावा अभी कोई कुछ क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछ रहा है. सो गाइज इट विल बी ग्रेट इफ यू आस्क फ्यू क्वेश्चंस बिकॉज दैट्स what we want to do. The whole idea is that we will answer your questions. There is no other agenda other than that, right? So please do share as many questions as you can. So I think the first question would like to answer is a very overarching question, right? So Vasant is asking what is career. So ठीक है चलो let me answer this. So Career Camp is basically Vasant, Career Camp is a program that we run. It's a boot camp program where you learn for 9 months. What all do you learn? You learn everything that is required for you to get a really good job. It's focused towards full stack development. We will start with learning data structure algorithms. Then we will move towards web development. On the way, we will learn everything around aptitude, OS, system design, DBMS, right? Whatever is required for you to get a job. You will go through a lot of mock interviews. Your resume will be tested by us. Your like LinkedIn profile, GitHub profile, all of these will help you maintain. And eventually, we will help you get referrals into companies. We will help you through that process. And in the end, hopefully, you will end up getting a job. So that's what the whole program is. It's for everybody who is available to take a job by the end of the program. So that means if you are in third year, this is not the right program for you because you are a little too early for this program. We would be able to allow you to apply for this program in fourth year because in fourth year, the program duration is 9 months, and at the end of 9 months, you will still be able to apply. And like by the end of the program, you will be available to get a job, right? You will be able to take a job. But if you're in third year, that's not possible, right? So if you're working somewhere, that's absolutely fine. All that will work absolutely fine. Hanji. So Rahul पूछ रहा है, Nidhi, maybe you can answer this. So Rahul wants to know career camp में आप किस subject पे focus करते हो? वैसे मैंने अभी answer किया है, but फिर भी तुम एक बार repeat कर दो. That हम किस subject पे focus करते हैं?
So, like you already told students that Career Camp is basically a program that is designed to ensure that any student who is enrolling for this program should be able to get a job by end of this program. And when I say job, that job means with good profile, with specifically more around with product-based companies where we can have a very good growth around our career. So that's the main agenda of this entire program. Now, in order to get a job with this software industry, as a student, as a candidate, we have to learn a lot of skills. There is not one skill set which can get you a good job. So these list of skill sets are knowledge of programming, data structures, algorithms, knowledge of web development, aptitude, operating systems, DBMS, system design. So these are like the main things that as a candidate, as a student, we have to learn to ensure that we are able to grab a good job. Now, in this whole program, in this whole 9 months long program, we are going to focus on each and everything step by step. That means in initial 2-3 months, we'll be focusing more around algorithms, which will be taught using Java programs. That means for initial 2-3 months, we are going to learn Java along with data structures and algorithms. In parallel, we'll be learning few more things just like aptitude, operating systems, DBMS also. And as soon as we'll be done with the data structures part, we'll start learning around the web development part, which involves again 2-3 main components. One is around the front end part, which involves HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, a lot of things. Then after completing front end, we'll be moving to learn for backend part, which is with the help of Node.js technology. And then after learning the backend part, we'll be learning the React part, which is an advanced front-end library. And while learning these 2-3 components, we'll be learning some parallel components also, like operating system, DBMS systems. And like I said, there are 3-4 components which we'll be learning side by side with Java, DS, web dev, front-end, backend also. So this is like we are going to focus on a lot of things step by step. So I think that's the whole agenda of this entire program.
Right. So now, Nidhi, just a follow up for you. So there are a bunch of questions around eligibility, right? Like somebody wants to know that their
Okay.
GPA is 6, can they apply? Somebody wants to know that they are in third year, can they apply? Somebody wants to know that they are from a BSc background, can they apply? Right. So if you can just
Okay.
sort of cover these questions, that will be great.
Okay. So I think if in one line I have to specify who all is eligible for this program, I would say anyone who can join the job after end of this program, which is like after 9 to 12 months, and anyone who wants to get a job in software industry, that student is eligible for this program. Now the background is not that important. For example, a student can be from BSc background, a student can be from commerce background, that student can be from any other background. So if you want to learn programming and if you are aiming to get a job in software industry, you can enroll in this program. And the another very important condition is you should be in your final year. When I say final year, because after end of this program, if you're getting a job offer, you should be able to join that company immediately. Like it should not happen that, okay, currently I'm in third year, I need 1 year to pass out from college and then I'll be able to join. So I think that case is not going to work. So that's the eligibility for joining this program.
So just a quick clarification on that, right? Like, so you need to be a final year or post that, right? Like, so if you are already working
Right.
somewhere, that is
Post.
absolutely okay. If you have 2 years of experience, let's say you are working in a service-based company, you want to move to a better company with a better salary package, and that's absolutely fine reason for you to go through this program. Right, so Abhinav, you can definitely apply. Abhinav is 2017 pass out, so Abhinav can definitely apply. Okay, Ishani is asking what all topics will be covered other than DSA, OSEN. So I hope, Ishani, you got your answer. We'll be covering a lot of things around web development. That includes Node.js, React.js, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Right, so we'll be using MongoDB as the database as part of the program. So that's all we'll be doing. Okay, Akash, no, the three of us will not be teaching in the bootcamp. The course is basically part of it is created by me, part of it is created by Nidhi, part of it is created by other amazing people who basically teach at Coordinators. Now this is a good one. So Amitava is asking, Dhawan, maybe you can take this. Amitava is asking, Amitava is a graduate and has a bond till Jan 2022. Is he eligible?
Yeah, okay. Hi, Amitava. So Jan 2022. Okay, so without getting into the specifics of what exactly your bond is, I think this is something which you have to assess on yourself. You should be in a position to accept the job offer during the course of the career camp program. If you think that you have the option to break the bond when you get the offer, or you think that you want to join the program at a later stage when you become when the bond is over and you will become eligible to join, I think that is a choice which you will have to make. This will be very specific to what kind of a bond it is. Only thing you need to evaluate is that suppose you get a job offer at the end of the program from a company you really love to work at. You should be in a position to join them ASAP. If that condition is met, please come and join the program. And just ensure this bond does not become an artificial barrier for you to not join a company which you want to do. I hope that answers your question to an extent.
Yeah, I think that's pretty clear, right? Like, so Amitava, I think like as Dhaval said, it depends upon your bond. For example, if it's a 50,000 rupees bond, I would say just go ahead, apply for the program. Like the upside is going to be far higher than basically the worry of 50,000 rupees. Now, I don't know how big a bond potentially companies do. So, but like if it's a much larger amount and you don't feel that that's something that you would like to part ways with in case you get a better job, then you might want to wait for 3-4 months, because in 3-4 months, what will happen is we'll be in May, June, and the course itself will take like 7-8 months, 9 months. So by the time the program ends, you will be able to, your bond period will be over. Okay, Nidhi, this if you can quickly take, I think this is this will help you cover a little bit around like the webinars and everything, right? So Gaurav is asking, is the career camp self-paced or instructor-paced? Can we finish as soon as possible, just like other courses on Coding Ninjas?
Okay. So yes, this course is also self-paced. That means a student can cover this course with the faster speed. For example, we are claiming that the duration of this course is 9 months. That means average time taken by students to complete this entire course is around 8 to 9 months. But if you have more time, if you are ready to spend more time on this course, you can complete this course in 3-4 months. And as soon as you're completing this course, you will be eligible to start sitting and appearing for the placements. So the way this course is going to happen is almost very similar, just like our other courses, where you'll be getting pre-recorded content, and some 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 lectures are going to release every week, and you have to complete all those lectures in the given time. Like there'll be some deadline on every topic, and you have to complete that topic by deadline. But if you have more time, you can complete that topic in 1 or 2 days, and next topics will unlock immediately. So that means you can make the progress as fast as you want. Now, as soon as you'll be done with the course curriculum, you'll be getting some tests. As soon as you clear those tests, you will be eligible to start appearing for the placements.
Right. Okay, perfect. And this is a quick one. Let me quickly take this one. Akash wants to know what programming language we will use for the DSA part. So we will be using Java as the programming language for the DSA part. Right. So we will start with absolutely basics. Our assumption is going to be that you don't know programming right now, right? Even if you know it like a little bit, that's a sort of assumption we will take. If you know already, that's great. You will be able to run through the program a little faster, right? Otherwise, you can run along with the program, but the language we'll be using is going to be Java. Okay. Okay, so let me take a couple of questions. Seems like there are few first and second year students, there are few third year students who want to know, like, this is not a possibility for them, then what should they do, right? So guys, see, basically, there is no point for you to wait till fourth year and join this program, right? Like you would not want to waste 1, 2, 3 years, like hoping that eventually you will join this program and then learn the skills that you need to learn. That's not how you should like spend the next couple of years, or 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, right? So you need to start working hard on your skills right now. You need to learn these skills right now, whatever we are saying, right? So you can, if you want, you can join our programs. Our programs have all these, like you will have different programs. You have a program on aptitude, you have a program on DSA, you have a program on web development. So all this you can learn through those programs as well. Few things which are very unique to Career Camp, the things that we can try and help you cover through like our premium offering. You will be able to give mock interviews through that. We will help you in your resume. All those things will be available via the premium offering as well. I would not suggest you to wait till final year if you want to join the program. Even if you're in third year, it's much better you utilize your time right now and learn a lot, so that by the time you reach in final year, you already have a job offer, right? So something that you should aspire to do. So Dhaval, this is, as you would have expected, this is a question that we will have to answer what is the difference between which is best for placements, career camp or premium courses. So
Okay,
somebody
sure.
wants placement, somebody is in final year, and they want to figure out the best program that will help them get best jobs.
Hmm. Sure. Nice. So I think that's a fair question. And as we are expanding, we now have a lot more programs. Premium is a new offering, which kind of takes as much benefit what we had created in Career Camp, and has taken all those benefits to our regular courses. And now there is a new segment of courses called premium courses. So from a choice perspective, I would say that there is no one answer to say that this is definitely a better approach for you to get a job. I think what I would urge every one of you is that the answer is very, very dependent on where you think you fit better. So the details of both the programs, all the programs are very well defined on the website. I would want you to all go through it in detail and understand. The answer lies in where do you think you are better fit. So for example, one, it will depend upon what you want to do in career. If you want to get into, say, mobile development, you know that Career Camp is not the program which offers anything mobile development, right? So one decision will happen based on what you want to do. That is very clear. So think about it. I think that is a clarity which has much bigger implication for your career than just choosing Career Camp because there is a job link association to it. I don't think that should be the fair way to look at it. If you want to be an Android developer, take that decision first and accordingly choose a course. Second is about eligibility. This is a program which is selective in nature, is only open to a certain demographic, which is final year students or students who have already graduated, which automatically keeps it out of the purview of a lot of people who are in first year, second year, third year. So there are certain things which will prohibit you from be able to get admitted into the Career Camp program. Lastly, for people for whom both these choices are open, I think again here the fitment is a very, very important. Career Camp will have some structure around the webinars and live component, which will happen more frequently than will happen in premium. There will be more rigor which will be expected out of you in Career Camp as well. So if you think that as a working professional or as a final year student, you are able to dedicate 16 to 20 hours every week for this program, and that kind of a discipline is required of you as a personal individual, then definitely Career Camp is the program you should go for. If you think you have all the discipline in you for you to learn through a self-paced, completely open program, take the advantage of mock interviews on your own, work hard on your own with lesser push from our side, then premium courses would work wonderfully for you. So I think it's the fitment it very well depends upon what you think is the help you need from us. So if you think you need discipline, Career Camp. If you think you can take out everything from a completely open course, then I think premium course works for you, right? So we have tried to explain this in great detail on the web pages. Please go through that in detail, try to see what fits you better and take a call accordingly. I don't think one program is better than the other. From a placement perspective, our placement team has no preference for one over the other. If you perform well, if you work really hard, trust me, placement is not going to be a problem.
Okay, perfect. I think that pretty much answers it really well. So hopefully, if anybody has any follow-ups, please do ask and we will be able to, we'll take it up again. Right. So, Dhaval, what happens to people who have a little longer notice period, right? Like, let's say, so there is somebody, Kaushik. So Kaushik has 1.5 years of experience already, but Kaushik has 90 days notice period. How will he manage that? And is it something okay for him to apply for the program? Like, is that a restriction for the program?
So it is not a very big restriction. And this is something which is, so a lot of people in our program are working in companies, and notice period is a part of the process. So all the hiring managers in technology are aware of this limitation, and this is an accepted norm that if I'm if an offer is extended out to person who's already working, he will be serving the notice period. So that's not typically a problem. It's a standard procedure which everyone follows. There might be rarest of the rare cases where some companies might be looking for immediate joining, but those will be far and few. And as we always mention, the objective is not to get through every job. The objective is to get through one great job for yourself. And I think that from that lens, the opportunities for you will not, your notice period will not be prohibitive for you to get those opportunities. So you need not worry about that.
Right. So, so Dhaval, I'll take this one. Hopefully you don't disagree with me on this one. So there are a few students who are asking, like, is there a payment option where, so if somebody cannot afford to pay 25,000 rupees, what do they do? So my recommendation, please give the test, right? And let's come to this discussion when we come to it, right? Take the test. If you clear the test and you cannot really afford it, we will have a discussion then and we'll see if there is an option for us to work around this. One thing that is for sure, you will have an option to take a loan, right? Even to pay that 25,000, they will do correct me if if there is anything wrong that I'm saying. Like even if you're, if for the 25,000 as well, you can take a 9-month or even 12-month loan without any interest. We will take care of the interest for you. So don't think of it like 25,000, think of it like 2,000 rupees a month. Hopefully that will make it sound much smaller than 25,000 at a one go. That being said, please give the test. Do not worry about this for now. And once we get to it, once you get the offer, if you do well in the test, we will get there. Yeah. Right? Okay. Nidhi, will the content will be in Hindi or will it be in English like that we share with our students?
English. Content, entire content is in English only.
Okay. So the content is going to be in English, but that being said, all of us do understand Hindi. So if you have, like when you're talking to us, if you prefer Hindi, we are absolutely okay with that, right? So one thing I would tell all of you is, I do understand sometimes, for example, if you are not in a tier 1 city, right? Like you will have this feeling of that I'm not able to speak English as well. Hindi ज़्यादा comfortable है, नहीं बोलना है English में. All that is okay, but finally, one good part is कि tech interviews में बहुत ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, right? They are more worried about your programming language skill rather than your language skill, right? Like so they are more worried about कि तुम C++ में, data algorithm में, इनमें बहुत अच्छे हो या फिर Java में बहुत अच्छे हो, rather than they worrying about तुम्हारी English कैसी है. That being said, basic communication तो करना ही पड़ेगा, है ना? So, but again, that's not something that we will test when we will try to enroll you. While we are enrolling you, we just want to see two things. You have the basic aptitude, basic smartness that you can learn. And more importantly, you have the right attitude. You have the right reason that you want to work hard and you want to go through the program, right? What we believe is we have taught more than 50,000 students over the last 5 years, and we know how smart you are has a very small role to play to your success, and far more role is actually played by, do you have the determination to continue whatever it takes, right? That's what we need to, that attitude we need to see, that is far more important. But just to give you an idea about the test is going to consist of two parts. One is going to be aptitude, second is going to be programming, right? If you do really well in aptitude, we don't care about your programming skills, right? So the idea is very simple. You want to learn, you have the basic aptitude, we will teach you. We don't necessarily need people who are extremely good in programming already. We'll be okay, like we can teach, we know that is something that we are confident about, right? So that we can take care of. Or let's say you are already pretty good in programming, you are able to do the like basic problems in programming, then we'll be happy to take you in as well. So overall, you need to do these two parts, these two sections, and do well in both of them ideally, and we'll be happy to have you in the program. Okay. So Raj, as I said, the course would start from basics. We don't expect you to know much beforehand. Devansh, if you are in first year, BCA, not the right course for you, but definitely at Coding Ninjas, we do have a lot of offerings. I would recommend you to explore our foundation courses. You can explore them in C++, Java, and Python and decide how do you want to start, but please start with the foundation course. Don't start with anything else. Okay. Okay. Dhaval, is there a 100% job guarantee?
Okay, so the way in which we are saying guarantee here is essentially that we are linking the payment of the 9-month course which we are teaching to the job which we will extent to which we are ready to, in which we are committing our effort in getting you upskilled. So that is the program. What it essentially means is that if in case for whatever reason, in case you are unable to get a job of desired quality and you don't want to take up a job, or you for whatever reason that happens, you will not be required to pay the deferred payment amount. Now that is the guarantee which is part and parcel of the payment plan of Career Camp itself. So what we have done is the payment plan gives you that guarantee. If you will get a job or not will also be a lot more dependent upon how much determination you have in learning the content. So it's a 9-month long content. If you are able to go through it and learn well, as of today, 100% of students who have really performed well in our Career Camp program have got a job. So that is the historical guarantee which we can provide. But it all depends on you as well. So if you work hard, it will happen. And that's how the payment structure works. So that is the level of guarantee. I don't think there can be anything better than that. To commit to you that we are equally committed in this program to get you a desired output as you are committed for your career.
Right. So a couple of quick questions I'll take. So Pradeep, a lot of the teaching will happen through recorded content, but there will be a couple of webinars every week to discuss some of the content, to take doubts, to generally like talk about whatever we are going to learn or whatever we have learned, and make sure that if there is any hard concepts, we will take care of that through the live sessions as well. So it's a little bit of mixture. A lot of it will happen through recorded content, but there will be at least a couple of live lectures every week. Okay. Saptarishi is going to graduate in 2021, has basic coding knowledge, has not done competitive programming, wants to know how Career Camp will benefit Saptarishi. Saptarishi, so it's very, very clear. I'm glad that at least you know that you don't have those right skills right now. You only know basics of programming. That's not going to be good enough for you to get a good job, right? So what Career Camp is going to do is, the idea of Career Camp is extremely simple. You give us your 9 months, you work hard, and we will make sure that you get an amazing job by the end of it. It's as simple as that, right? We will do whatever it takes for us to get you there, for us to get you that job, right? And there is no, like, we can't do any magic, right? Like, the only way we will get you that job is by giving you the skill set. So what we will do is, we will train you so well, we will make you write so much code, we will make you work on so many projects, that by end of these 9 months, you will be extremely good at software development. That automatically means that companies will hire you, right? So that's why we are sure that you will end up getting a job if you give us those 9 months. Seems like now we are about to graduate. Seems like we haven't really used the last 4 years very effectively, given the fact that we just know basics of coding right now. So let's use the next 9 months very, very effectively so that we can get a good career start, right? That's what Career Camp is. And if you are able to get in, I would highly recommend you to actually take admission, because this is going to really change your career trajectory. Like, potentially now you will sort of join a company like at a very less CTC, and like you will end up like breaking all that cycle and start with a much higher number. You will be able to start at a much better place where your learning will be far better, and the whole trajectory will sort of move in a different direction. Okay. Perfect. Okay, perfect. So now let's, Dhaval, maybe you can talk about, somebody wants to know, will we provide support after these 9 months of the course in terms of placement? And similar question on the fact that if somebody is a little slow and they need a little more time post 9 months to complete the course, will we allow that?
Sure, sure. So let me answer the first question. So the program is a 9-month long learning program, and the placement support will extend to 9 months beyond that time frame as well. So you have 18 months of time frame on which our team is going to work with you to train you as well as place you, right? So that is the answer to the first question. Regarding the second question around if you need more time to complete your curriculum, I think that works well. That doesn't seem to be a problem. That only means that the later you finish your content, the later you are able to sit for interviews, and that means there is an opportunity cost in terms of time which you will waste. So that is what will happen. The overall program will still be 18 months long. Irrespective of how much time you take to train yourself, that doesn't change, and hopefully you will not require more than 18 months to complete the content. So with that view, I think 18 months should be sufficient.
Perfect. No, Nukala, this is not for first year students. First year students should join the regular programs, and that's something that we would recommend. Gaurav wants to know, can Gaurav enroll if he has done physics honors? Gaurav, you can absolutely join. As we said, we do not care about your background. Why don't we care about your background? Because a lot of tech companies don't care about your background. They care a lot more about your skills, right? And that is something that we can take care of. So if you have the right attitude, if you really want to learn, we will make sure that you actually learn. And once you have those skill sets, companies won't care about your physics honors. At least a lot of companies won't care about it. If few companies do care about it, that is fine, right? Like, we don't have to get a job in that. There will be enough good, amazing companies who will not care about your background, will worry more about your skill set, and you will be able to crack really good jobs. Okay, so we will definitely recommend you to apply, definitely fill the application form, and definitely give the test. Okay, perfect. So Hardik has a question on that. Let's say I get an offer from a company and I don't want to join. Do I still have to pay?
Got it. Yes. So that's a fair question, and I hope that situation does not come that you will get an offer from a company and you will not want to join. And why I'm saying this is because we will be having a lot of options coming through our placement cell, right? There will be a lot of companies which come in, day out, looking for great talent. You will have the options to choose from all these companies basis what your preferences. You want to work in a particular kind of a role. If there is something you have a preference around some company, all of that will be taken care of, and the information will be provided to you upfront. So from your journey of learning to sitting for placement to getting interviewed to getting offer, there will be a lot of information you will have for you to decide, is this the company you want to work with? If everything remains the same and you do get an offer from the company, we do expect you to join that offer. In case there is, you feel that this is the company not right for you, we will encourage you to take that decision long before you enter the process of interview with that company, right? You will have to think of it from perspective that there will be a lot more people in the batch who would be willing to take that job, and that is why we urge every graduate of our career camp program to look at all the information upfront, decide, take a call, and only apply if you think if you get a job, you will join that company, right? Now, in case, I'm just anticipating a follow-up question that what happens if I get a job right now and then suddenly there's an amazing company which comes later and I want to sit for that and not happens. I think that's a fair problem to have, and that is why we have a process around that, in which we do allow people with a job offer already in hand to sit for another company. Basis that new company meet certain parameters, that has to be substantially better than what the offer you have, and that process is already in place. So we will ensure that you will never be in a situation where you will regret joining a good company or not taking an offer with the hope that tomorrow I'll get a better offer with you. So that process is taken care of, and you will not have to worry about that. But if you get an offer, we expect you to join that company.
And if you don't join the company, you still have to pay.
You still have to pay, and we will have to unfortunately not continue with the placement support we will not be allowing you to sit for other company as well.
Right. So but that being said, as for example, just a follow up from somebody, right? So they are saying that, can I reject an offer if the offer is too low?
Yes, so you can reject the offer if the offer is too low. If the offer is lower than what was committed to us before the offer or the job description came into the program. So if anything is a substantial change from whatever was committed to you or us for that matter. See, in Career Camp, we are ensuring, we are trying to get you a job, and we are ensuring that whatever information comes to us and through us to you is correct. If anything changes from that, then definitely you have all the moral right to withdraw your application or reject the offer, and that we will honor and do. But in case it's not the case and something else, nothing is different from what was committed to you, then I think we will expect you to honor that offer.
Right. So not related to Career Camp, but Nicola, yes, if you have zero knowledge, you can take the career track program because that starts from basics. Okay, Nidhi, this is something that I think you will be able to answer pretty well. So Akshay wants to know, how can he manage the course with the job? Right, so he's working somewhere, like how much time would he need to give it? Like, will he be able to manage? Like, how does he evaluate that?
Okay. So I think, first of all, I want to make this statement that we have a lot of students who are currently working, like who are managing the course along with their jobs right now. And in terms of time commitment, I think it's around 15 to 20 hours a week. So if you think along with your job, you can find out this much time in 1 week, I think you are good to start with this program. That means you can spend majority of your time on weekends and you can manage your jobs on weekdays. I think that's the kind of planning that you can do on your own. In that way, the course is quite flexible. That means it's not like that you have to spend every day 2-3 hours. I'll be fine. I think you'll be fine if you're spending a lot of time on weekends only. So if you're able to spend 15, 20 hours a week, I think you can join this program along with your job. You can do really well.
Right. So guys, if any of you have any follow-up question, do ask us and we'll be happy to answer. Right. So Pratyush is asking, any scholarships available? Pratyush, we don't have any scholarships as such. Right. That being said, as I said earlier, if initial money financially is the only constraint, do apply. And we have a lot of options in terms of loans, and we'll be happy to discuss on an individual level. If you have any issue, we will see what can be done. Right. But I think most of the concerns will be solved through the loan that we are providing, which is absolutely zero interest. Right. Right. So Sandeepak is asking that he's in third year, NIT Rourkela, doing pretty well on CP, computer programming. Does he need it? So even that's something that you will have to answer, man. Like if you feel that you will be, first of all, you are in third year, so you cannot apply anyways. But whether you would need it or not, that would sort of depend upon like what sort of opportunity you are looking at. Are you getting those opportunities by yourself or not? Like, do you feel that you want to learn full stack web development? That's the sort of program you're looking for. That's something that you will have to sort of evaluate, but not right now, because right now you cannot apply anyways. Right. So Kaushal, you can absolutely apply. 2019 pass out is fine. 2-year gap, I understand it's a problem, but that's absolutely okay. Do not worry about that. Let's not worry about what has happened in the past. Let's look forward. Let's try to do our best to get to get the right skills and basically get really good jobs, right? That's something that we should try and focus on. Okay, Nitish. So Niti, maybe you would want to answer this. So Nitish is saying, if the course is mostly recorded content, how does one do projects in teams, or are the projects meant to be done individually?
So the majority content is pre-recorded. That is true. But along with the pre-recorded content, we do have a couple of live sessions every week. Like, so there'll be 2 live sessions every week in which we'll be discussing a lot of things around that course. So that is one thing. Now, around the concern of the projects part. So currently, our major projects are on individual basis. That means you'll be given a project on the course, and you're supposed to spend some time on that project. And in case you have any concerns, any doubts, anything you want to discuss with the mentor, you have every kind of support available to you. When I say every kind of support, that means we have teaching assistants who are available 10-12 hours a day. You can raise a doubt and they'll be helping you via a one-on-one session. That can be using chat, audio, video call, like whatever medium you're preferring. Now, even if you feel that you still want to discuss something with your mentor, with your instructor, you'll have that you'll have that option in the live sessions where where you'll be interacting with your mentor directly, and you can discuss your ideas, your views on the project on which you're working, and you can take the instructor's feedback. Apart from that, we have one more thing, that is one-on-one industry mentor sessions, where you can be connected to an industry expert related to your project, and you can discuss your views, the future scope, and the kind of technologies that you can use in your project one-on-one with the industry expert, and can enhance your project well. So that's how we are covering the projects in this course. So around the team projects, we currently do not have as such team projects, but in case you are interested in doing that, we can obviously discuss and find out if something is feasible. If you have any good idea, we can always find good teammates for you, and we can pair you up with your peers and can create the projects.
Right. So Vikas is asking, I have done my BTech in computer science, right, and has 2 years of experience in BD and sales, business development and sales. How can they make a shift? So Vikas, as I said, right, like tech industry happens to be the most open in terms of what kind of background people they are ready to let in. So what you just need to do is you need to get the right skill set. Like, you need to get really good in DSA, you get to need really good, like ideally you should work on few projects before you start applying, and that's going to really help you out, right? That's something that you should sort of take care of. Right. So, okay. So Ankush has a question. Ankush is saying that Ankush is a BTech civil in 2014, graduated in 2015. Ankush, I wish you had mentioned that what all you have been doing since 2014 till now. It will be easier for me to answer. Please do that. Saptarishi, there will definitely be a batch starting somewhere around May or June. That will be true. So don't worry about that. You will be able to apply in that. So somebody is saying that they have zero experience with coding, could not complete their bachelor's. Can they apply for full stack web development? And if they do it properly, will somebody give them a job or not? Right. So first of all, the only concern I have here is that you do not have a degree, right? Again, that's not something. Okay. So if I have to say, is gap a problem? Is GPA a problem? Is 12th marks a problem? Right? In all of these problems, I think not having a degree might be the biggest concern related to, compared to anything else. I think more than anything else, you should be able to answer why were you not able to complete, right? You need to have decently good answers to that. But again, what's going to happen is, out of 100, maybe you will not be able to apply to 40 companies, but there will still be a lot of companies who will be happy to let you apply, if you have a good resume, which we can work upon during the program if you work hard during the program. So that's something that we would need to see during the program for you to able to get a job. And do not worry about companies. There will be enough companies who will be happy to consider if you get the right skills. Tushar, it will definitely help your CV, just because the fact that you will learn a lot of skills, you will work upon a lot of projects, and all of that will really help you, right? All of that will really help you. Right. Okay. Shreya, we do help you in placements. There will be a lot of help for you from placements perspective. Do not worry about that. Absolutely, Mayank. If you are looking to move to product-based companies from service-based company, this is absolutely an amazing program for you. You should definitely consider joining. It will really help you out. Okay. Everybody asking me about how to get started with programming. The answer is very, very simple. Start with foundation, start with data structures. Do not jump directly into competitive, do not jump directly into web development. Start with basics. Most of you who are asking, I know, are in first and second years. Please go to the website codingninjas.com. You will find 3 courses, which are foundation courses in C++ and Java and Python. You can choose which language you want to start with and start learning as soon as possible. That's what you need to do. Okay. Okay, so Dhaval, let's take one last question. Rest of the questions are pretty much repetitive. So 2 questions. Let me answer the first one very quickly. Guys, don't worry about your 10th grade marks. Don't worry about your 12th grade marks. There are some companies who will care about it, but we should not care about these companies. These are not places that you would want to work anyways. And if somebody really cares about your 12th marks, I'm telling you, that's not something that we want to really apply to. And it's okay, right? Again, 5% companies will care about it. That's okay. We still have 95% remaining companies where we can still apply, right? We do remember that we need one job. We don't need hundreds of jobs, right? So as long as there are enough number of companies who are going to let you apply, we are going to be absolutely okay. Okay, so Dhaval would love to have you take this one. So Ashoka wants to know, let's say there is a company which is coming at 6 LPA. Will he have an option to wait? Will it be compulsory to apply, or will he be able to wait for a better CTC company later on?
Okay. So I think these are 2 different questions. So definitely, so it's not compulsory to apply as such. We understand that CTC is one major component of you to decide on what company you would want to apply to. But apart from that as well, I think there are multiple other reasons, and we would want you to take those all into consideration before applying. So it will not be forced to apply, but the decision to apply will completely be yours. What I want to argue to you is that not applying because you will have another company of a better CTC is not something which is the reason for you to not to apply. You can decide not to apply for various other reasons. And why I'm saying that is because, as I had mentioned earlier as well, we have a process to ensure that if there is a substantially higher CTC or a favorable company which comes in later, we will allow people who have already offers in hand to apply for that company. And that will take care of any future opportunities which you think are more suited for you, which you can apply, that will come in the way. So we have taken care of that from that perspective. And so CTC should be the last of your reasons for you to reject a company. If there are any other reasons, location, role, perks, or whatever is something is personal to your interest, then that is definitely a call you should take. But CTC should not be one of them.
Right. So again, a few more questions around if there is a gap, will we get a job and all of those things, right? Guys, please do not worry about all of that. As I've been saying, companies tend to focus a lot more on your skill set. So for example, I think in every batch of career camp, we have few students. We would always have few students who were preparing for, let's say, UPSC, or who were preparing for GATE, or who were preparing for something, decided not to go ahead with it, and now want to move back into job, and they are joining career camp to do that, right? And they do really well, because I think they actually do much better because these guys are used to working so hard. These guys are used to like spending those 12 hours, 18 hours, like working hard and try to achieve something, right? So they do tend to continue working hard, and that is the only thing that will decide how well you do in terms of the kind of job that you're going to get post the program. Okay, Dhaval, Nidhi, I think that's about it. We have answered all the questions, and there are some repetitive questions, but I'm sure you guys will go back, look at the webinar again, right, and get your answers. I don't want to go through all the questions again and again. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Dhaval. Thank you so much, Nidhi.
Guys, the test is next Sunday.
Yeah, the testing next Sunday. So definitely fill in the application form right now. My team will share the form link or the application link in the chat. So do apply there. Okay, Dhawan, let's take one last question. I always do this, I know, but like there are a few people who want to know why we used to have a no upfront option. Why don't we have that now?
Okay. Oh, okay. So, and I think a lot of you would have also noticed that there is a new option this time as well, right? So we have an option called Super Saver, and which essentially means that we had 50,000 on and 1.25 lakh as option. That we used to call it hack plan. Now we have a Super Saver plan, which is at 25,000. And I think these are just the options which we are introducing and getting and trying to optimize for ourselves how best we are able to select a batch. Honestly, we do not have any reservations against not having zero upfront. We used to have that. We would love to have that option back again. That is why I think when someone said that they can't afford, Ankush said that apply, amaze us with the test result, and this is definitely something we will consider when looking at it. So for this batch, definitely there is no option per se, but we are internally trying to work out a better testing method through which we will be then able to offer you something at zero upfront. Hopefully, in few subsequent batches, we will have something around that. There is no specific reason. It's just a way of selection for us to do. We are limited by our capacity and ability to teach hundreds and thousands of students. We need a way to do the selection, and this is currently what we have. Next few batches, we will have something new coming for you. Hopefully, that will take care of the upfront fees issue for you, most of you out there. So don't worry on that. We are on your side in this case. We want to have a zero upfront option for you.
Right, and like again, right, like again, telling all of you that you will have enough options of funding this, like the upfront that we are taking, right? Like if you cannot afford, you can definitely go for the 25K plan. You can take a loan that turns to like 2K a month, right? Like hopefully that will be manageable. And even then, like if you have concerns, we'll be happy to talk to you and figure out if there is a way around that. Right. So guys, there are a few people who want me to answer that we are not able to answer. Guys, I'm not answering you guys because these questions are not related to career camp. This webinar is about career camp. I'm really sorry, but let me quickly share a form with you. Fill that form and you will get a response from me. I'll share a video with you in terms of your whatever you're asking. I'll share a video of like I'll create a video for answering that, and I'll share that with you. So please fill that form and I'll get back to you. So I just shared that form, and as Dhaval said, test is on Sunday, which is just 5 days from now. So it's going to consist of aptitude, and it's going to be it will have also some programming problems. You please apply for like fill in the application form. You will have few practice tests that you can play around with. That will sort of give you an idea. I hope the practices are live. If they are not, please, this is something that I'll make sure that they are live today itself. So please fill in the application form and take those practices that will help you sort of understand what you can expect. Although I don't think you really need to prepare a lot for the test. It's basic aptitude, a little bit of programming. If you've done that a little bit beforehand, you'll be absolutely okay, right? So yeah, so we'll see you all on Sunday in the test. Thank you so much. And thank you, Dhaval. Thank you, Nidhi. Bye-bye.